Hello guys, welcome back to another video. I know I haven't uploaded in a while. I've been busy doing other things. I'm at uni, I've got businesses to run, I've got another job, so all sorts of stuff is kicking off. But now I'm going to be dedicating a lot more time to making more YouTube videos. And we're going to kick the year off with one of my favourite tech products that I've ever bought, which is the UE Boom 3. Now I've owned this for way over a year. It's accompanied me on many holidays and I use it pretty much every day. So the sound quality is very good on this speaker. It is a mid-range speaker, so it's not going to be as good as maybe a Bose SoundLink Mini, which is a lot more expensive, but for the money I'm pretty sure this is probably the best sounding speaker with the price in mind. So the unique design of this means that it does give more of a 360 degree, well, it tries to be 360 degree, but it's got this sort of bar going along the back which stops that. For a little bit of it, but instead of having a speaker set off to one side and then going into a room, you can place this in the middle and it would have almost equal sound going all the way around it. So it's more 360 degree than most other Bluetooth speakers which tend to fire one way. I think that's a useful feature because if you're sat in a circle of people, you can put this in the middle and everyone can be sort of sharing the same sound instead of one person hearing more and another person hearing less. Another massive reason as to why this thing still probably lives is the build quality. I've put this through a lot of things. I've clipped it to paddleboards and got paddleboarding with it, playing music with my mates out at sea. It's had countless drops and falls. It's been submerged in water multiple times. And when you think about it, for a portable speaker, that's how it should be. It shouldn't be this sort of delicate thing. I know quite a few people that have Bose SoundLink Minis that have had a glass of water spill on them and then they'll never work properly ever again. Whereas this, you could throw it into the sea, probably off a cliff, and it would be fine. So yeah, this thing comes with an app as well, which you can download from iTunes or Google Play onto your iPhone or Android. And you can actually tweak all of the settings. You can make the bass stronger or less powerful depending on the types of music that you listen to. And also in the app, you can pair this to another UE Boom. So you would have two running off of the same device. So you'd be able to play the same song across two UE Booms at the same time, which I think is a really useful feature. So yeah, it's got a really solid design and it's actually very easy to use as well. At the top we have one button which you play and pause, and you can also double tap to skip and triple tap to play the previous track again. And then we've got two buttons, one which you hold down to pair, and then you've got the power on and power off button, as well as these two massive volume up and volume down buttons on the front, which you see in some of the other designs for a UE Boom. They're quite big. Now something that I have used regularly is this hook on the back. Now you can put a carabiner through this and then you can hook it to other things. I've hooked this onto the front of my paddleboard before. So when I've been paddleboarding out with my friends, we've been listening to our music off out at sea, and it's just, yeah, it's brilliant. And obviously if water comes and splashes on it, it doesn't matter because it's completely waterproof anyway. And yeah, despite being super solid and quite big as well, it's not actually ridiculously heavy. It weighs as much as it should. So if it weighed any less, I'd be a bit worried that it's not solid, and if it weighed more, it's gonna lug you down. But for traveling purposes, this is fine. Another thing this performs really well at is the battery life. It lasts for ages, like non-stop. I think I could play from doing a whole afternoon and whole evening playing non-stop and it'll be absolutely fine. And then when it does come time to charge it, it's super easy. There's a little flap on the back which you just flip up, and then you can plug in a micro USB cable into the back of it. Or when I bought mine, it actually came with a dock as well, and then it just sits on there. So you can buy the dock separately, it sits on there and then it charges from there. So if you have it like that on your desk, then it's always ready to go, always charged up. And despite my flatmates having their own professional audio equipment, they often use this just because it's so easy to connect and it sounds really pretty decent. So there we go guys, one of my favourite tech products, and I'll link it down below so you guys can check it out, and I'll see you guys in my next video.